Alright, what's up, guys? This video is gonna be about, dating again as well. Fuck it. Oh my god, this guy was pulled out in front of me. Almost died. Would've been great for the video. Okay, so this one's kind of gonna be about guys who think that going on dating apps and... Hold on. Before I get into it, I need to make a disclaimer, right? Because there are guys who use dating apps and go to bars and they're okay with it. Keyword, okay with it. I'm gonna take you on a journey that's gonna explain to some of these dudes that are a little bit dense in the head, such as me, right? If you are a guy and you give a fuck about dating women seriously, you want to fall in love, you want to, try your hand, so to speak, at that type of relationship thing, why are you trying to go on dating apps and go to bars, buddy boy? Think about that for a second. So, you go to a bar to meet a girlfriend, right? These girls that go out also piss you off because she's going out. Think about that. It's like if you... Oh my god, it's starting to rain. It's gonna be loud. Sorry, guys. Like, if you like to go to raves and you start dating a rave girl and she likes to dress slutty and she likes to go out a lot, but you want to date her, and then you start to say, I don't want you going out. Do you see how kind of dumb that is? I've done this, not like in this exact situations, but shit like this before. So, to the guys out there, this really is more so of like a rhetorical type of question video, right? Because I know it's how hard it is to date as a guy. I don't have a fucking girlfriend. I haven't dated in a couple years. I've dated a bunch of people. I've had sex, so I'm not, just talking out of my ass here. But, I'm a young guy. I'm 20, but I think most people realize this when they get older. I know a lot of people realize this now. I'm not special or anything. But for those of you who are maybe wondering, it's like, why am I not getting matches on dating apps? Why don't women really? It's like, why do I get into a relationship when I go to the bar and then she is flaky and she's always talking to all these other guys? And for stuff like that, it's like, you really got to ask yourself, how did I meet this woman, right? I'll give you a story. I don't do this, and I would say not to do this, even though it sounds counterintuitive. They always say if you want to get into a relationship, then you need to become friends first, do the friend thing, and I don't do that at all, right? For me, usually I'll cold approach. I've never dated anybody over the internet in Gen Z yet. It's like, all my times in dating, I just walk up to a girl and then, I just ask her out, dead ass. I'm like, you want to be my girlfriend? You mean like that, and you're like, there's no way that works. But I'm like, it does, dude. It's not gonna work all the time. You might have a 30% hit rate, but it works. But where I'm going with this is, one time I tried approaching a girl as a friend situation, and it worked. And I had a girlfriend at the time. That ended. And the thing is I let this friendship develop so naturally that we started dating and it was sexual and all that. But it's just like, the fallout of that relationship ending can kind of cook you. Because even though that is the right way to have relationships and do all that, it's like, I just think you're lying, Because it was like, if we're gonna be sexual and date, why not just start with that? I hate dudes and women who are like, let's be friends, but then they actually want to date or have sex with you. It's like, stop lying to me, It's like, why do you think, all those, I know you guys know the type of guys I'm talking about. Those simpy ass fucking fuckwat dudes who are like, no, I just want to be friends with her. I don't want to date her. But then the second, she breaks up with, the boyfriend that, pisses her off, this dude is there, bro. Talking about I've always liked you. I've done that before. I know everybody, don't fucking lie and say you haven't. I have a point with this type of thing, right? It's like, that's another common way a lot of young guys try and do it. It's like, stop doing that shit. Part of being a man is like, listen, man, you want to have sex with this girl, you want to date her, go fucking do it. Because while, most women have orbiters, bunch of fucking simpy ass guys. Please, do you want to go out with me? Fuck you, dude. Be the guy who's like, yo, you want to date? I don't want to be your friend, you know? But yeah, but the point I'm going with that is, even doing that can only work if you meet the woman in the right circumstance. That's what this video is kind of about, right? Where you meet her matters. Because this girl that I'm talking about, had she been a great girl that was compatible with me, then you would have a good relationship, right? The thing is that she's dressing provocatively, likes to go out. It's like multiple male friends. So then what do you think happened to me? I got cooked, you know? That's what happened. That's kind of the point I'm trying to say. So even if you do it in the right way or whatever, it's like, you can still fail. Talk to all the guys who've gotten married. She's different, bro. She's different. It's like, no, not all women are the same. But the thing is, if you're a guy and, you know, you're a dumbass, let's say you're a religious guy, all right? Let's say, I don't know, you go to church and you're a fucking virgin or some shit somehow over the age of 20 or 25, and you, I don't know, maybe you're a little dumb and you think that you're gonna meet a Catholic girl, or my bad, a Christian girl who is a virgin. Another insight to those guys who think that way: religious girls are the freakiest girls on the planet. So, buddy boy, if you think your little sugar plum, your wifey, she ain't done shit, she's religious, let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something. All right, I used to be Catholic, I'm not anymore, right? But sorry, like this video, there's points, but I'm gonna use stories to kind of help you guys like out, you know. But so what I'm saying, I remember going to this girl's dorm, right? I drove to her college because I was living at home, going to community college at the time, and I went over there, and you know, I'm sitting on her bed, and you know, like, me and her had done stuff before back in high school. This was like my first year of college, right? And like, you know, we're like touching each other, hanging out. We're not doing anything sexual, but she's like on top of me, like looking in my eyes and shit. And then her fucking boyfriend texts her, and the stupid Jesus cross is hanging on my face, bro. Even other girls, like, you've gone over to their house or whatever, and then it's like you start sucking on something, and they got that fuck ass Jesus necklace on, bro. It's like, dude, and they're always religious, and they always talk about God, and they're gonna wait till marriage, but they be fucking. It's like, that's just a disclaimer I want to tell you guys. If you're religious, you need to be extra careful. Because look, I'm not shitting on religion. I'm just saying, if you are, and you have those extra moral, lack of a better word, claims on like what you want to do with your life, you can't just be, oh, I'm gonna go get a girl who's traditional. Hey buddy, those girls are usually the freakiest. And also, you should be wary of women who turn to religion later in life. There's usually something there, you know what I'm saying? So to get that out of the way, there you go. Back to the original point. If you're a guy, why would you go on a dating app? Think about it. You're average, like me, like, I know you can't see my face probably, but I'm like a fucking, like, I'm an average dude, bro. Like, look at my arm. I'm not built. I go to the gym, I work out. You know, I have a job, supporting myself through college. It's like, why the fuck would I go? And I'm 5'8". Why would I go on a dating app, bro? Like, what am I gonna get? But as I said in the beginning of the video, if you are a guy who uses dating apps and you go to the bars, you do that scene. Because for me, I'm an introvert. I don't go to bars. I've been to a bar once, and just my observation of it, everybody who goes to bars is retarded. I'm sorry. If you go to a bar, if you do that type of lifestyle, you're probably a heathen and probably autistic. You know, you say, don't look at the sports, bro. You know, that's all they do. But if you do go to bars, you do that type of lifestyle, and you use dating apps, why do you think those guys are so successful? You know, ask yourself that question for a second. And you might be like, what are you trying to get at? It's because these guys don't give a fuck about relationships, dude. You know, they're just going to the bar, they drink, they watch the men touch balls on TV, you know, sports, and then they just go for the girls who are the same girls every week. They get passed around by all the guys there. The thing is I'm not being negative towards women and these guys. That's just part of life. That's a true fact. You know, if you go to a bar, your girlfriend that you meet there, hey buddy, she's been fucked by a lot of the guys who frequent the bar. You know, you have to be okay with that if you're going to be doing that thing. If you're going to go on a dating app, you have to understand that women are going to have 700 dudes sending them dick pics, asking them to go out, sending them money. You know, the girl's probably going to go on other dates when you're only seeing her. It's like, so if you're going to do that, you need to be okay with that. Okay? That's kind of what this video is about, right? Like, You know, so don't go, you know, turning a hoe into a housewife type of scenario. Listen, I love hoes. I had to realize that about myself. A lot of you guys may think I'm being pretentious or I'm talking like I'm like a fucking slut. I'm not. My body count is like 3, dude. And I'm not saying that with the classic Gen Z, it's 3, but it's 84. It's like actually 3, you know? I've only had sex in committed relationships, but I have sex a lot. Like every day type shit. I'm not one of those fucking couples that did it like once a week or once a month. Every day, bro. So for me, I've had a lot of sex. I've done it different, like, you know, a little bit. I don't know why I'm holding this, but so I'm just kind of like giving you context. You don't think I'm fucking stupid or something. I mean, I am stupid. I'm a little dumb, but the point I'm trying to say is it's like you have to be wary of the type of woman you're trying to get. Like, you need to ask yourself, you know, do I want this girl? And then if so, how? Do you want to have sex with her? Do you like her? Do you want to date her? It's like, for so long, I thought that when you see a girl just anywhere you're attracted to, you need to date her and get married. Because like I said, that was my own Catholic upbringing, right? But it's like, my brother in Christ, you don't need to do that, bro. And it's just so stupid. It's like, dude, it's like, that's honestly lust. A lot of men don't understand that. They think that when you like a girl and you have butterflies, that's love. That's not love, dumbass. That's lust. It's just the same way. It's like you're at the gym and you see a girl squatting, she's got a fat ass. That's also lust. Lust is the #1 killer of men, bro. It's like, and there's nothing wrong with lust when you're having sex. No shit. That's when you're supposed to be using it, you know? Or you're flirting, that's when you use lust. But stop making your decisions on long-term relationships about lust, bro. I've done it. I love girls with big boobs. I swear to God, if you want to take $1,000 from me, easily like that, put a little clock in front of my eyes, or, you know, hypnotize me, or put a girl with big tits in front, you can just pickpocket me, I wouldn't even notice. That's my downfall. All guys have that type of downfall somewhere, somehow. Maybe it's not women, maybe it's money or something. But the point I'm trying to get at is, it's like, the guys who get married, and maybe if they're watching they can, I don't know, talk about it, but if you look at the people who get married and they're successful for a while, a lot of the guys, it's like, there are some things that they have to not care about. You know, a lot of the guys that get married are, I don't want to use the red pill terms because I'm not really red pill, but I'm going to use them, beta type guys. And beta doesn't have to actually mean a bad thing. Beta just means the type of guy that's gonna, you know, you're not gonna be so combative with the woman all the time, and you're also gonna accept some things about her. She might be a single mom. Her body count might be higher than yours. You know, she's freaky in college. You know, I remember one of my ex's dads, he was like a, you know, classic simp type of guy, you know, something like that. And the mom used to say, it was like, yo, I had so much fun in college. And it was like she knew the dad in college, you know, but they weren't like dating. Like, it was like she was kind of loose, let's say, in college, and he still pursued her. Those are the type of guys that get married nowadays. And I'm not shitting on him, because think about it. Like, look on the other side. If I don't want to date a girl like that, okay, bro, then you might be lonely for the rest of your life. Like, you're not gonna meet a fucking virgin in 2026, dumbass. You know, and even if you do, a lot of guys think that, oh, I can tell if she's a virgin. Listen, I might be wrong on my physiological analysis here, but I swear to God I read this somewhere. Like, not all women are gonna bleed when they lose their virginity the first time, right? Like the hymen breaking and shit. You know, because like I said, I'm gonna out myself. I might be retarded, okay? Listen, I remember 2 of the girls that I've, you know, had sex, like, in my relationship, said they were virgins. Because I'm only 20, so it makes sense that, you know, it's like they're younger or whatever when I was with them. But it's like they didn't bleed, bro. So either one, my dick is, well, it's already pretty thin, but it's not big enough to fucking break that shit. Or 2, they already, you know, masturbated with giant dildos or broke their own fucking hymen. Or 3, they fall into the other category where it's like, it's not good, you know what I mean? And it's like, I've heard guys say, what always breaks? So I don't know, I was watching a woman's video and she said that, but I could be stupid. If you're a doctor, call me retarded. I'm, you know, But then again, the fourth or fifth one, I forgot how many I was counting, they could have just lied. Do you see what I'm saying? Because imagine being a guy like me, oh yeah, no, I took her virginity, but she didn't believe, you know what I mean? It's like, bro, like, no you didn't. She lied to you, you know? That's what I'm trying to say. It's like, I could have been lied to. I probably was. And matter of fact, I think I was. But the point I'm trying to say is, it's like, dude, like, you know, what are you trying to do is the point of this video, you know? And for me, I've had to realize that, look, I am like you guys. Like, I don't, you know, it's like no guy wants to be like, oh yeah, like fucking John Marston from Red Dead Redemption. It's like you're dating, what is her, Abigail, the town whore or whatever. But the thing is, it's like, you know, I mean, at least he's happy, bro. He's got the girl, he's got the kid. That's kind of what I was trying to say earlier, is it's like, you know, the beta guys who get married and have children, it's like they have a family and you don't, you know what I mean? So that's another thing you have to look out for. But again, like, life is all about choices. It's like, well, what do you want, you know? So for me, I had to figure out, I'm like, all right, like, you know, do I actually want to get married, you know? I don't know, you know? So yeah, for me, I realized that I am attracted to, like, promiscuous girls who dress like that. And I've had to accept, I'm like, listen, like, if I'm going to be doing that, like, I like women that, you know, dress like Hooters girls and shit, like, that, and I'm dating them. It's like, why are you expecting that to work out long term? You know what I mean? It's like, I was stupid. And I know you guys are like, oh, you sound dumb. I'm like, literally, I'm not disagreeing with you. But the thing is like, if you're going to continue to do that, or if you want to date girls who, I don't know, are OnlyFans models, or they're like big online, it's like, bro, like, you have to know that you're replaceable. You know what I mean? But as long as you know that, you can't really hurt you. It's like, okay, you know, you get cheated on. It sucks. Happened to me, but it's like, all right, cool. You know, it's like that Jerry Seinfeld meme where it's like, she's like, Jerry, I think we need to break up. And he's like, okay. She's like, wait, that's it? And he's like, yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll find someone else. You know, and he's smiling. He's like, have a good day. And he walks away. That's how you got to act as a guy. It's like, because women, it's like they get you by, it happened to me. Like, I was simped out after one of my exes broke up with me. Tried to go back to her like 40 times. I swear to God. Just, I'm talking absolute low. But if I would have acted like that, it's like, dude, who cares, bro? There's another girl out there. The girl that you love, you like, dude, guess what, motherfucker? There are millions of women out there